Hello guys, it's GP Tech here, and today we are back with a brand new video. And today, this is going to be the $1,200 camera part picker. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below some ideas, hit the bell so you never miss a brand new video. Now, let's go on with the rest of the video, shall we? Okay, so, for the $1,200 budget, this is the setup we're going to be going with. Okay, so this is the camera that we're going to be going with. We're going to be going for the Canon Rebel EOS T7i. The reason why we are going with this camera, and it's actually the same camera that we used in the $1,000 budget. So, for the $1,200 or the $1,200, we only are going up for about $2,000, so there will be a performance difference in the actual quality of the video, but we are going to be utilizing the same camera. So let's go over some of the features and specs that this camera has. It has a built-in optical viewfinder. It comes with the 18 to 55 millimeter lens, which supports both auto and manual focus. It has a fully flip-out screen, top hot shoe mount, and interchangeable lenses with the EF mount. Fully flip-out screen. I think I said that. I'm pretty sure it has a headphone jack. I'm not 100%. It's a DSLR. It has Bluetooth Wi-Fi. It has an APS-C size sensor with built-in dual pixel autofocus, which is actually a really nice feature that did not come in the normal Canon T7. So, yeah, as you can see, this mini set that we have here obviously comes with the Canon 18 to 55 millimeter lens with image stabilization. You can turn it on and off, auto and manual focus, a strap, a lens cleaning cloth, it's either one or two batteries, but I think there's only one. Yeah, so a battery charger, and a SanDisk 64 gig SD card, which has 80 megabytes per second. So yeah. Oh, by the way, it has a built-in flip-out flash. By the way, I forgot to mention that. Fully flip-out screen. There's the viewfinder. So yeah, here's a top view of it. Is there a side where it shows the I/O? Yeah, so it has both mic and headphone input here, and then we have the USB and HDMI. So, by the way, it has a lens cap, but no one really cares about lens caps anyways. So let's move on to the next thing that we have over here. Boom, a tripod, the Coleman KX3636. So in all of our camera part pickers before, from the $500 one all the way up to this one, we did include fluid head tripods. But this is going to be by far the most quality one, because before we were just doing skinny, like, three-legged ones with like, I think one of them had a ball head. One of them was like $50 and $65, and then like $75, very cheap. This one is way more way more higher quality. It's $130. It can carry 13.2 pound loads for DSLRs and camcorders. Fluid head has a fluid head with 360 degrees, a nice big arm there. And it actually has like like in each leg it has like 3. So it's basically 9. It's weird, but it's just a really strong tripod with a ball head, which is nice. Very long, very tall. I think it's a 74 inches. I think that's like taller than me. I'm not sure. Hold on. I don't feel like doing the math. I'm like 5'2". And I'm 5'2" and I'm like 11 years old. I'm not sure. But yeah. So yeah, quick release, all of that, a bunch of great features, pan, lock, arm lever. So yeah, this is the tripod we're going to be going for in this set. So let's move on to the next thing. Boom, more lenses. Because obviously the Canon T7i Rebel, it comes with one lens, which is the Canon 18 to 55, which is a pretty good lens, especially for a kit lens. So you can do wide angle stuff, and you can zoom in a little. But ideally, you're gonna want more lenses, and that's what we have here. So we have this little set, which has the Canon EF 50mm that we have right here. It supports both auto and manual focus. I think it has image stabilization. I am not sure. And then it's a f1.8, so that means you can set depth of field and have like kind of that blurry background and stuff. So that is a nice feature. 2 extra lens caps, a lens cleaning kit, and a small basic filter set with a case for that. And then we have the 75 to 300mm lens, which is also a really nice feature, which both supports auto and manual focus, which both of these support, and also the 18 to 55 also had it. So that's a nice feature. We featured this in multiple sets, and it's generally a good setup. And so you have lenses if you want to get, like, you have this 50, which unfortunately the Canon T7i does not have a full frame sensor, so this will be zoomed in, so it'll be like more like a 70 to an 80, but it's a nice small portable lens. So and it's not really that wide, but it's pretty good. It should be fine. And then if you want to get like some really close-ups, you can use this. So that is really nice. The brand that made this kit is AOM, but the lenses are obviously manufactured by Canon. So let's go to the next thing. The lighting. So this is also by far also the most quality lighting setup that we went with in any of our camera part pickers. Hence why this is a $1,200 budget. So we have the lit ring. I don't even know how to pronounce that brand. That's kind of a weird name. So what it has is, it might be kind of hard to see, or at least for me. We have 4 bulbs, 3 lights with soft boxes, which is good. So you can choose to have a nice bright light, or if you want to, you can have a nice soft light, which you will use, and that should get you through a lot of jobs. It also comes with a C stand, which actually makes this an incredible deal because a C stand is normally like $100 minimum, and if you get it for that, that's incredibly cheap. So yeah, they're 5,500 kilo. Is it kilo? I think it's kilo. I'm not even sure. It's something like that. So yeah, it also comes with sandbags. All have tripods, a carrying case. I think it comes with clips or whatever. I'm not sure. Or clamps. 270 degrees rotation. Maybe it doesn't come with clamps. I thought it did. Either way, it's still a very good deal. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Boom, the audio recorder. So what we actually decided to do is we got this nice little bundle that we actually have right here. So for the actual audio / voice recorder, we have this little small but good one from Sony over here. So it has a built-in mic, which we will not be using because it actually comes with a lavalier mic in the bundle. It's 4 gigabytes, which that's not that big. You're ideally gonna want try to upgrade it to higher. But if you're just starting out, 4 gigabytes should be more than enough. And then we have this small plug-in lavalier mic, and we're getting this nice little package for only $50. So let's move on to the next thing. Boom, a shotgun microphone. Because ideally, you have a lavalier mic, but in a lot of jobs that will not be enough, and you will ideally want a shotgun microphone or an onboard microphone like this one. So this is the Comica CVMV30. So let's go over this microphone a little bit. As the basic hot shoe mount, which this does have, as you can see in this picture here, as that little hot shoe mount at the top, which is going to be key for mounting this thing. It has a windscreen or a muffler, so that is very good and definitely a nice feature that you're going to want included when you buy a microphone. It has the basic microphone cable, which is detachable, I'm pretty sure. And it has a mode where you can switch it to use it from a phone to a camera. So yeah, that is also a nice feature because you can use this with your smartphone. Yeah, and it has the hot shoe mount. And it's pretty basic, and it's only $40, so fits perfectly into our budget. So the last but definitely not least thing that we have here, it is our, I don't even know why I clicked on that for a second, is this, the Xiaomi 55mm ND filter. And this is actually a variable ND filter, which I think I featured this one in another video. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, it's only $24. And what a variable ND filter actually is it's basically multiple ND filters at once. So what you can actually use is, if you use this on, because obviously this is a 55, so you'll be using it on this 18 to 55 millimeter lens. What you can actually do is you can use this to not just make the light lower, because you can change it back to the light you want, so it's not too bright or not too dark. You can use it to set depth of field, and you can get the iris and the aperture you want using one of these ND filters, and you can use it to get quite a cinematic look. And if you have a keen eye, you would have noticed this. This Canon EF lens set with the Canon 50mm f1.8 and the Canon 75 to 300mm. It comes with a basic lens set, and in that lens set there is a ND filter. So what's the difference? Why do we need more? That would be a good question, because these are not variable. So these are basically only one filter. And also they have a UV filter, which is basically useless. All it does is protect the lens. So yeah, this will be it's variable, and it's definitely nice. So these might be like your backup. Ideally, you're going to want to use this. And like I said, since it's variable, you don't even have to take this off your lens if you don't want to. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below our awesome ideas. Everything that you see here will be in the link in the description. And see you guys next time. Bye.